Welcome to How Adoption Works. I'm Joseph Sandagato, Director of Communications and Public Relations for MARE. How Adoption Works are shorter episodes including frequently asked questions and topics that we don't cover on the main AdoptED podcast. Without further ado, I'd like to start the show, and making her debut on today's show is Katie Beach, Communications and PR Specialist for MARE. Welcome, Katie. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, it's great that you're here. So this is an all team effort on our part and an all MARE effort. We're going to have folks from across the agency. But today, Katie, you're here because our topic is community engagement. And really what I'm talking about here is the Traveling Heart Gallery, really specifically. So I think we should cover the related topic of Digital Heart Gallery. Does that sound good too?
Yeah.
Seems like it's a good fit here,
yeah.
right? Okay. So we did cover, Jeremy and I actually cut an episode, How Adoption Works, on the Heart Gallery. And we talked about, we included you in the conversation, right? Because you're part of the production process. You're on the front end of getting things staged. But we've already covered that. So if folks want to learn more about the Heart Gallery and what that is, go back and listen to that particular How Adoption Works. But really, here we're talking about the Traveling Heart Gallery. And the Traveling Heart Gallery really goes back to when we started the whole Heart Gallery project. And so it's been, decades of community engagement. It's the display itself until recently was probably as it was back in the 90s, a carpet board with images stuck on it. And right.
That carpet board.
Exactly. You've moved that once or twice, I think. But the Traveling Heart Gallery today actually still employs pieces of the, in homage to the old display, right? It still has that carpet board, but we've now integrated it and we've really brought the digital work into it, right? So there were Jordan's Heart Gallery locations that were doing some digital work. We created sort of a digital Heart Gallery for Reading, Avon, Nashua, Natick, but we now have our own traveling display. So what kind of locations, Katie, are suited to this main display? Like where do you really find that it works?
So the great places that we try to look for are large spaces. Malls are awesome. We've been through a few different malls all over the state of Mass.
Right.
Any business with, like I said, a large space.
Like a lobby.
Yeah, a lot of foot
Cafeteria.
Cafeteria would be awesome. We've done it at several libraries. We hosted an event at Provincetown Library.
Yeah, we displayed at city halls.
Yeah, City Hall.
All kinds of places, right?
Yeah, we've been to a lot of different places, small or large, but mainly looking for that traffic, traffic.
Yeah, you want people going through. So like when we talk about like a cafeteria, we'd be talking about like a really large employer, right? If we were going to put this board, by the way, there are technical dimensions online. So if you go to the MARE website, you can actually search for the Heart Gallery, and then you can actually get technical specs. Producer Jeremy put together a nice spec sheet for it, shows you how big it is and what kind of space you need. But we're talking about something that's several feet wide, probably five or 6 feet tall, and there's a large screen TV that's integrated into it. It stands out from the wall, a good foot or more as it's set up. So you need a little space. You need a plug, right?
Yeah, I need a plug. Plug for our TV is not that long, so suggest an extension cord, a plug nearby.
Which we have. I mean, we could bring all that, but a plug nearby where we're putting it makes sense, right?
Yeah, and then even with the carpet board, it's neat because, a lot of the time we do have it, kind of folded.
Two-sided, right? It can be against the wall.
But you can, finagle it to fit your space however you want it.
Right. That's true, because we were just at the mall over in the Braintree, right? The Braintree Mall, and we actually use it as a two-sided display. Yeah. So it's pretty adaptable. And so there's no cost for this. We set it up. We keep it running. Yeah. We do everything for you. You just give us the space.
Yep, exactly.
Okay. And so we talked about the traditional Heart Gallery. We're talking about what it has morphed into, right? It's kind of again, an homage to the old carpet board.
Yeah.
There's carpet boards that have informational panels about adoption from foster care that highlight families. But we also have just Digital Heart Gallery. Want to talk a little bit about that and how it's different than what we're talking about here?
Yeah, so there are kind of two parts to the Digital Heart Gallery. The biggest thing is that it's a slideshow of all of the children waiting to be adopted.
Right.
And mainly there are 2 ways you can display it at your business. We do have about 20 digital screens that you can host in your space. If you're in an office and you want to set it up on your desk,
or like a reception area is really what we're talking about.
Yeah, it's a small, like 8 by.
Yeah, it's like a 15-inch display, I think, diagonally. So that works out to something like it's probably like a foot by 18 inches.
Yeah, it doesn't really take up a lot of space, but it does make a big impact. The second way you can host a digital art gallery is if you have your own TV screen.
Okay.
Like I said, in an office, or if you have a lobby with a TV screen, we can send you the slideshow and you can upload it on your own flash drive or USB, or we can send you a USB or a flash drive.
Yeah, right. And that's an important consideration. We have producer Jeremy's getting more airtime than we are today, but he's our digital communications expert, and he can deliver to you in whatever format you need.
Right.
We can either provide you with a card or a stick, but what we prefer to do is just email it to you, right?
That's the easiest.
The ask is just have somebody who can receive it and load it, right?
Yeah, and then I do want to say the important thing is for the digital art gallery, the goal is to get these kids, inquiries and adopted. So a lot of the time, month to month, kids get taken out of rotation. So we do send those updates.
Does require updating.
Yes.
Yeah, and the whole goal of the Heart Gallery is to increase awareness about the need for adoptive parents, right? So parents who are willing to adopt children from foster care. So it does point at the family aspect and family building aspect, but it's also a tool to directly connect you to waiting children. And as I said in the episode with Jeremy, I believe a story is great, a picture is better, a video is sort of this, penultimate thing, and then the ultimate is when you actually meet a waiting child. And so this is one of the ways in which we bring children into the community and help them to make those connections.
Yeah.
So we talked a little bit about where this can go, and I guess this question kind of covers it, but who can host the Digital Heart Gallery?
Pretty much anyone, if
no limitations. Yeah,
no limitations at all. We are, a small creative team. So, if you have an idea, we will, put our heads together and figure out a way to host it.
Sure.
But like I said, if you know anyone or yourself work at a business or even a community location, like a YMCA, a church, pretty much any space, you can host it. Let us know, if you have your own TV screen, if you want the traveling art gallery with the digital screen and the carpet board, let us know. All
right. So I think the best thing to do is to kind of wrap this up. So these are supposed to be just little sound bites. We could talk about this forever because we're very passionate about this, Katie. So but if they want more information, you are the primary contact. So it's Katie Beach or Katie B like boy at mareinc.org. Or you can call her directly at 617-964-6273, extension 119. I got that right?
Yep.
I always confuse you and Jeremy. 119. All right. Well, that's it for this primer on the Traveling Heart Gallery and Digital Heart Gallery. Thank you, Katie, for co-hosting today. I'm so glad we got to work together in this way.
Me too.
And of course, you know how much I appreciate you, and I look forward to doing this again. So
yeah, me too.
Thank you. And call Katie if you think you can help us get these images out into the community. Call her.
Please.
All right. Thanks, Katie. Have a good day.
All right, you too.
Thank you as well to all of our listeners. For more information about anything that we covered on today's show, please visit our website at mareinc.org. We appreciate your investment in our show. Just a reminder that if you like us, one of the best things you can do to help us keep going with the work is to listen online and rate us on your platform of choice. Oh, and share it with others who would benefit from the content. And if you have a show topic for either the main podcast or these shorter episodes, please email me at joes, S like Sam, at mareinc.org. I'd love to hear from you. This is Joe Santagato from MARE, wishing you a wonderful day and thanks for listening.